12th of October, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Shavua with Rashi, Bereshis.
It's got a little bit delayed.
Hello, Rabbi.
Okay.
Good evening. How are you tonight? Bara Elokim.
Yeah. Pasuk Dalet. We did that.
Let's see.
Yeah, Pasuk Dalet, I think we're up to.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's where we are.
Right.
Okay. So, Vayar Elokim Es Haor Ki Tov Vayav Del Elokim Bein Haor Ubein HaChoshech. And God saw the light, that it was good, and he separated, that is, God separated
God separate between
light, between the light and between the darkness.
between the light and the darkness. Okay, you say when in Hebrew, you say you use Bain in both sides of the separation. You could actually say, it's interesting. Bein ha'or lachoshech. You could have really said that. Kosher separate between the light and the darkness. What's bein ha'or or bein ha'choshech? That's an interesting point. Rashi doesn't dwell on that. Rashi does not dwell on that.
Oh, excuse me a second, Rabbi.
Okay.
Hi, sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay, so Rashi, God saw the light, that it was good, and God separated.
Right.
Af bezeh. Even in this,
Or should we say here too? Here too.
here too.
With this too, we require the Agadic explanation.
Anu tzarichin.
Because the point is, what it translated literally, what the pasuk means is, Akash saw that the light was good, and so he separated between the light and the darkness. Well, why? Because it's good. Why does he separate between the light and the darkness? And if it hadn't been good, it would have been any better.
Actually, I understood it differently from that. By the way, I understood it is, it's pashit. The simple meaning is clear. Why do we need any more discussion? And Rashi is saying, yeah, even in this case, even though it seems very clear,
No. I didn't do that. No, Rashi's saying is
because it says anu tzarichin l'divrei agada.
Means we require the words of Agada.
Yeah, why? That's what he's saying. He said, even though it looks like it's obvious, we need a gada.
No, I don't think so. That's not what it means. This pasuk cries out for explanation, and therefore we need even some Agadic explanation to get us through.
Okay.
When you see, Rashi's going to say, go out of his way to explain. How do you explain? According to the straightforward, Rashi's going to go out of his way to try and explain it according to the straightforward explanation. So you see, the to understand it at its face value is it's not a. It doesn't make sense at its face value. You can't explain the pasuk at its Parsha literally meaning because it doesn't make sense. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go through the whole Rashi, and then we'll analyze it a little bit more. Okay. So the first the Agadic explanation is Ra'ahu
she'eno kedai lehish tamesh bo rishaim. He saw that it is not appropriate to use it to have use of it by the wicked. Lahiv dilo latzadikim. So he separated it for the righteous. What?
Right, carry on. I've just read the next words. And he separated for the righteous la'asid lavo, for the future.
Asid lavo. To be used in the future.
Right.
Or in the future to come.
That's what it literally means. It means in the not necessarily the near future, the far off future.
Right. Ulafi Peshuto.
Yeah, which means basically, so it's interesting. There's always a discussion. What does it mean, Lasid Lavo? Does that mean for the times of Mashiach? Or does Lasid Lavo mean for Olam Haba? I call upon him not in the world as we know it. Okay.
Ulafi Peshuto, and according to its simple meaning, Kach Parshehu. Explain it like this. Ra'ahu kitov. He saw it was good. Ve'ein no'eh. And it is not proper. Lo le la choshech. For it and the darkness, shehiyu mish tam shin, that they should be functioning be'ir bu v'ya, in a jumble.
Yeah, it's a bit more than that. Is that how you translate it over there? Was that your translation?
In a jumble. That's the English sense. Isn't in a jumble. I'm not familiar with the word be'ir buvya.
Yeah, buvya means. Let me see how I translated it. In a confused manner. Okay.
Right.
Means they shouldn't be working together in tandem. Because the light and darkness cannot work together in tandem. Okay, so therefore, v'kava lezeh tchumoy bayoyim, u'lezeh tchumoy balayla. And therefore he fixed.
V'kava lezeh tchumoy bayom. So he assigned to this one its sphere during the day.
Right.
V'lazeh techumo b'layla. And to this one, its sphere during the night. Okay, so back to the Chumash. we were gonna, after we finished it, we were gonna see if, no, I still like my explanation better.
I tell you, the pasuk Kipshuta, he says as follows. I translated as what it means Kipshuta. Kosh Baruch Hu saw that the light was good, and God separated between the light and the darkness. Now, this sounds like it's because it was good, therefore Hashem had to separate between the light and the darkness.
That's one way to read it.
Sorry?
I said that's one way to read it.
And what's the other way?
The other way is to read that, like Rashi says, that they shouldn't be mixed together, so he separated them.
Okay, so now Rashi, that's the Rashi's second explanation, is to explain it as the way I translated it. Kosh Baruch saw that the light was good, therefore Kosh Baruch had to separate between the light and the darkness. Okay,
but you're saying therefore. Rashi doesn't say therefore necessarily.
Well, he is saying.
He says.
It's not fitting that they should be work in tandem together. Therefore, he separated between the light and the darkness, that they should not work in tandem. Each one should have its own sphere of activity. By the way, on this pasuk, there's a major discussion among the Mefarshim, is what is darkness? What is darkness? Is an absence of light, or darkness is something which actually exists?
It's something that actually exists. It says God created darkness.
Yeah, I'm saying that, and so there's a whole major discussion among the Mefarshim, because there are some who say that God, I mean, the common science understands darkness as being just the absence of light, nothingness.
Actually, no, that's not my understanding of the current theory of darkness.
I don't know what the current theory is, but that's what I was taught in school. But anyway,
the current theory is that darkness is a thing. It's a thing that blocks light. That originally all the light and darkness was mixed together, but the darkness blocked out the light, and then there was a change.
The Vilna Gaon has an actually ingenious explanation. He explains that darkness, if you want to have an understanding what it is something like air, like a kind of, I don't want to use it like a gas, means darkness will penetrate wherever there's no light. But once there's light, light pushes aside darkness. Okay, I'm not going to go into it. It's quite a deeper discussion. Other Mefarshim learn that light is darkness is the absence of light. Okay, there's obviously the two opinions. Anyway, the implication over here is from Rashi is that darkness is an entity in itself. But another point is that today we recognize light as coming from the sun. The sun is our source of light. But this quite clearly, if you see from over here, from the psukim over here, that the light we're talking about, which came on the first day of creation, was something else. Because the Kodesh Baruch Hu did not create the luminaries, i.e. the sun, the moon, and the stars, till the fourth day. And this is what Rashi means in the first, according to the Agadic explanation. Kodesh Baruch Hu originally created light. He saw it. He saw that it wasn't kedai for the Rishonim to use this light, and because the Chazal say that the light of the first day of creation was such a, shall we say, had such strong qualities that it could penetrate even through, person could see from one end of the world to the other, whatever that means. Okay, but it could penetrate, maybe put it in these terms. Nowadays, we know that since the world is round, the globe is round, so a person cannot see over the horizon. Okay, so if I'm here in Eretz Israel, I can't see what's going on in New York because physically, the roundness of the world will prevent me from actually seeing through to New York. New York's on the other side of the world. Okay, when there was the light of the original day of of the first day of creation, with that light one could see to the other end of the world. Why is that? Could be had a property that was not limited to, it was refractory, shall we say. Person could stand over here, and even though the world was round, person could refractorily see round corners. You want to say it in those terms. Okay, it's unclear exactly. Something which is pretty much beyond our, certainly on a simple level, to be beyond our ability to fathom. But anyway, that is the, but that's what Rashi's saying over here. So therefore, then on the first, that light which existed from the first day to the fourth day of creation, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, this light I cannot leave in the world, this physical world as it exists, because since the world will, should we say, perforce exist of tzaddikim and rishoyim, and the rishoyim are going to misuse this light, therefore, better put it away. We use it for other times when everybody's going to be tzaddikim, everybody is going to recognize the sovereignty of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that's when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to bring back that original light of the light of which he created on the first day. Okay? So that is Rashi's thing. So according to the first explanation, this Haggadik explanation, okay, so it's interesting. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw that the light, which means the special light of the first day of creation, was good and only should be used for good, and therefore HaKadosh Baruch Hu separated that special light for only good, and therefore did not leave it there in the world, only to be used in the future. Okay, that's the first explanation. Second explanation is that since light and darkness have two separate purposes, and it's not fitting that they should be used in tandem, therefore, Kosh Baruch Hu set aside that the day, the light is going to be used only by day, and darkness is going to be, its sphere activity of darkness is going to be at night. Okay?
Vayikra Elokim Laor Yom La Choshech Kara Laila Vayhi Erev Vayhi Voker Yom Echad. And God called the light day, and to the darkness he called night, and it was evening, and it was morning one day, or day one.
Oh, so Rashi's going to say, because it should say Yom Rishon,
That would be first day.
first day. Okay, Rashi's going to dwell on that.
Yom Echad. Lefi Seder Lashon HaParasha. According to the order of the wording of the passage, Haya lo lichtov. It should have written Yom Rishon, first day. Kamo shekasuv bishar hayamim, like it is written with the other days. Sheni, second. Shlishi, third. Revi'i, fourth. Lama kasav echad. Why did it write one? Lefi shahaya hakadosh baruch hu yachid. Because the Holy One, blessed is He, is solitary.
Yeah, or was solitary on the first day Ba'olamah, in His world. There was no other being in HaKadosh Baruch Hu's world on the first day.
In His world. Shelo nivra'u hamalachim. That He had not created the angels. Ad Yom Sheni, until the second day. Kad mifor kach miforash Bereshis Rabbah, and thusly it is explained in Bereshis Rabbah.
Yeah, so it is explained in Bereshis Rabbah. Yeah, now interesting. According to this explanation, Yom Echad means the day of the one.
You're saying it's a smichut?
Yes. Echad is not an adjective in this sense. It's the day of the one, meaning that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was the one. That's how the Mefarshim and Rashi explain.
I see. All right. Vayomer Elokim. Pardon?
That's why I've written on my note over here my translation of Chumash Rashi. Okay.
Here, v'soch hamayim vayhi mavdil bein mayim lamayim.
Bein mayim lamayim. Vihi mavdil. Right?
You don't pronounce the yud?
Yeah, but it's not a patach under the vav. You see? How is it pointed? It's a chirik under the vav.
I have a hirik, yeah. V'yehi.
No, there's no shva under the yud. Vihi mavdil ben mayim lamayim, which is actually an imperative form, and it should be separating between one water than next.
Right. Yeah, my English says, and let it separate.
Right.
Okay, so let's translate. God said, let there be a expansion between the water and the water. I'm sorry, between
Yeah, so
between the waters,
between
and
the waters.
and let it separate between water and water.
Yeah.
Why is there a lamayim, not v'mayim?
What's that?
It's mayim lamayim. It should be mayim v'mayim.
No, bein mayim, you say between mayim le. Beini, either you say beini or beincha, or beini li. Between you and beincha li. Right? Between me and you, beini, well, you're using both being beini or beinecha. You can either say use both, like we had before, bein nahar or bein achoshech, or bein mayim
Umayim.
bein mayim. I see what you're saying. You should say bein mayim or bein moy. One, or you can have bein mayim lo moyim. Sometimes you use, so that's with the question really we asked on Pasuk Dalet as well. Why didn't it say bein ha'or lachoshech, between the light and the day? Sorry, between the light and the darkness.
Right.
I don't know. I have to investigate that. Why? Sometimes say bein, and sometimes use bein and the lamet.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So
Rashi.
Rashi says, Yehi Rakia. Now, my English says, let there be a firmament, but I translate it as an expansion.
So what does a firmament mean?
A firmament, well, I think if you take the word firm, it's something that's solid, something that's firm.
Right.
But there is nothing that's firm. There's nothing that's solid. That's not what it is. I mean, I'm basing it on the scientific theory, which says that the universe is expanding constantly. So what is there? What is it that's out there? It's an expansion.
Yeah, but let me explain it a little bit differently. Reka, rokia, the root of the word means something which is spread out.
Right.
A spread. There should be a spread, meaning a separation, a distance between one lot of water and the other lot of water.
Right. That's what that's expansion.
Right. That would mean it would fit in with the word expanse. I don't know. You have a way of checking up in your Webster's or
I'm sorry, checking out what?
In a dictionary, what the etymology of the word firmament is.
Oh, I never tried that.
Let me see over here. Dictionary. Just 1 second. And then okay, you still with me?
I'm here.
We
should be running out of time, although I don't see our timer.
No, I think that means we have at least 10 minutes left.
There it is.
And so I came a little bit late today. It's
And that doesn't matter. It only matters when I started it.
Right, exactly.
I started it at 12:50.
You did? No,
Yeah,
I couldn't because we got 45 minutes already.
yeah. So I must not have, but I'm sure I did. I remember looking at the clock. It was 12:50. Oh well.
Okay, anyway, just sounds like, hold on a second. Okay, it's allowing me now to get to. I have this filter. Oh, no, it's allowed me to use it. Okay, now we can do it over here. I have this filter that will not allow me any site unless I apply for it, and then it's the system checks it out.
Yeah, I used to have a filter like that, and it drove me crazy. So I
Okay,
got rid of it.
so I didn't. Okay, firmament. See, it's in Hebrew. Do that.
Part of the problem is that because I maintain the website, I have to access like YouTube, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do my work.
I don't know. This is not giving me an answer. Okay, I have to do a thing. I will give me homework for tomorrow. Okay. Let's say that we'll stop here. Oh, not tomorrow, and we'll see us next week in Parshas Noach. Anyway, managed to do something on the creation. So, Bez Hashem, I wish you a good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi. Thank you so much.
Fine. Have a good Shabbos, and hopefully, what's in the world situation? Have they things are quieter?
No, the war is raging. It's terrible. It's horrible. There's the death toll is going up every day. It's
What does that mean? That means people are being killed every day, or just discovering more people who had died as a result of what happened on Shabbos?
I'm not positive, but I believe it's the former, that people are being killed every day. More people are being killed. There's still terrorists running around. There's still soldiers fighting.
Yeah, I understand soldiers because they're fighting directly against the terrorists. But among civilians, it doesn't minimize it with a single iota, but just to have a picture of what's going on. That's all.
I think the civilians are pretty much safe now. From what I've read, they've evacuated the people that were in danger. Right. And it's now the soldiers that are fighting the terrorists. That's my understanding. As much as I know, I haven't spent as much time as I could analyzing it and understanding it. I just look here and there at the paper for a few minutes, just to see what's happening at a high level.
Okay, let's hope that will protect us.
Amen. Amen.
Okay,
yeah,
have a good
I
Shabbos.
find an organization that pairs up a Torah learner with a soldier.
Oh, yeah?
I have a partner now. I have a soldier that's my partner.
How does that manifest itself? Just you.
Hopefully, I'm giving him some chizuk because he knows there's somebody learning Torah in his behalf.
Wow, that's a geweldige Sache. Okay, fine. Bereshis Hashem.
All
Hashem should
right.
protect
Have a good Shabbos.
you too. Culture, be well.
Bye.